If there's anybody else on, leave in the comments just where you're watching from, so we get to know. Oh, I'm excited. I'm just excited to be here. So I want to thank everybody for showing up. So a little bit about me and how I channel and how I facilitate healing is I just keep my channel really clear so that my connection to source is pure and I'm anchored into earth. We're going to go through that process together as well. And I just empower you to empower yourself to heal. So I don't do any of the healing. You do. You get to really do all that as far as that goes. So it looks like we're going to see whatever intuitive shows up. So everything that you're putting as far as your comments go and what you want to heal, that's going to go all into the intuition. We're going to put it up on the clipboard. We're going to see where this goes. I do want to say a couple things. If you are interested in having a personal session with me, I have 30 minutes and 60 minutes sessions available. And you can go to my website and book a session there. I also have a group transformation program coming up April 14th. And if you register early, you can save $100. Just use the code SAVE100 at checkout, and we'll go from there. So if there's something you want to heal, put it in the comments now, because we're going to put that up on the clipboard. We're going to go with that. And like I said, it's going to be intuitive. So I'm going to get us all anchored in, and we'll see where this takes us. Okay. So any questions before I get started? You'll have an opportunity at the end to ask other questions and give your feedback. Hi, Betsy. And oh, hi, Kat. And Steve's here. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. All you guys are showing up for this. This is very exciting. Very, very exciting. Thank you. And anyway, so there's no questions. All righty then. We're going to get started. And then at the end, you'll have the opportunity to ask some questions. And like I said, I have no idea where it's going to go, but most of you know, I love to start with that apple flow energy. So let's everybody get in a comfortable position. You know that you're safe. Take nice couple deep breaths in through the nose. Hold the breath and release it out the mouth like you're blowing out a candle. One more nice deep breath in, again through the nose. And releasing all the stress of the day as you blow out the candles. Let's bring our attention to our heart space. And if some of you have trouble like really getting in your heart, I use this technique called the elevator. You have your hands up here at your eyes, and you just allow your hands to drop slowly to your heart space, which brings your attention to your heart. So just if you're having trouble getting in your heart space, just do that once or twice, maybe 3 times till you come into your heart. And I want you to know that some people have the gift of seeing, knowing, and feeling, but some of us just use our imagination. So if you don't have any intuitive gifts that you're aware of at this time, and you just know that your imagination creates the seeds of reality, and through your belief system, you create that reality. So I just want you to imagine your heart, see, know, or feel, or imagine your heart filling with all this love, gratitude, compassion for self and others, and allow your heart to expand. See, know, or feel that. And let's send that love, that gratitude, that compassion down through all our chakras, out our root chakra, down, 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 down to the crystalline core of the planet, to the heart of Mother Earth. And when you're ready, let's receive that love, that compassion, that gratitude up 1,000-fold, returning to us up through our root, through all our chakras, out our crown, a small percentage going to the galactic core, the other 95% wrapping down and around, back through our root, circulating through and around us, creating that beautiful toroidal field, beautiful shape of an apple. Again, bringing your attention back to your heart. That love, that gratitude, that compassion. This time we're going to send it up through our crown to the suns beyond the suns, to the galactic core, connecting with Source. And when you're ready, let's allow that love, that gratitude, that compassion 1,000-fold to return to us from Source, coming down through our crown, through all our chakras, out our root, small percentage going into the earth, the other 95%, this time wrapping up and around and back through our crown, circulating through and around us, creating that perfect toroidal field, that beautiful shape of an apple. We're fully anchored into earth, fully connected to Source. And I want you to just imagine this beautiful field to expand out 50 feet in all directions, 50 feet below us, 50 feet above, 50 feet all around. Raising our vibration, our frequency, so that nothing of lower density can stay attached. Know that you're fully protected. We only work with benevolent beings. So I'm being guided. They're saying that we really need to do a good clearing of everything because of all the energies of the planet right now. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anger. There's just a lot of chaos. And us as empath and sensitive souls tend to take on that energy and that frequency. And we want to release all that's not ours. So we're going to do a couple things here. So I want you to envision this beautiful blue diamond waterfall. It's one of my favorites. And just see, know, or feel, or use your imagination as this waterfall comes down and the little diamonds just cut away anything that doesn't belong to you. And the beautiful blue waters just wash it away. Down, 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 down into the earth to be transmuted into a higher vibration. And just see, know, or feel that clearing. We're going to come in through the back of the third chakra. That's your solar plexus. And we're going to come in through the back because that's where our history is. That's where our knowledge is. We work with these beautiful virtues. These are beings of consciousness of a really high vibration. They're from divine love, divine light. And what we're going to do is we're going to come into the inner wheel of that third chakra. The inner wheel is where your spark is. It's where your divinity sets in. So we want to bring in through that inner wheel clarity. And we're going to activate those absolute scalar waves, stirring and mixing those absolute waves of light, so that you can discern with this clarity what's yours and what isn't yours. And let that clarity go out to the outer wheel where your experiences are. So you know what experiences are yours and what aren't, what are somebody else's. And now we're going to bring in clearing and cleansing in through the back to clear out through that discernment that you have now, anything that doesn't belong to you, anything that's not yours. And just allow that to get pushed out and transmuted out the front of your solar plexus. And just feel that release or use your imagination. Take a nice breath in. They also want to really, because there's some compassion here and people are looking for compassion right now. And this is something you can do on your own. You don't need me to do this with you in the future. You can do this yourself. This is a really great tool for empowering. So let's work with that heart chakra. And we're going to do the same process. We're going to come in through the back of that heart chakra into that inner wheel. And what we want to do is we want to bring in compassion, that beautiful virtue of compassion into that inner wheel. And we're going to call again those absolute scalar waves to mix and stir it, mix and stir. And just feel that compassion moving around in that heart chakra, out to that outer wheel where your experiences are. Let's see what else we want to bring into that heart. Let's bring some bliss in. Let's see what that feels like, bringing bliss into that inner wheel through the back of that heart chakra. and joy. Let's bring joy. Let's also bring our truth in and our authenticity in. And feel that. Feel those scalar waves mixing and stirring that up in the inner wheel, out to the outer wheel, through your heart. And through harmonics, we're going to allow it to flow up through all your chakras and down through all your chakras. And let that compassion, that bliss, that joy, just flow through your whole body and feel that. And this is compassion for yourself as well. And they're saying to bring in one more element here. And they're actually going to bring in the gift of detachment. And that doesn't mean you don't care. It just means that you have the ability to step back and look at the situation and not get pulled into the drama, but still have the compassion. So let's allow that detachment, that gift of detachment to come in, just to be able to detach so that we don't get pulled into the drama, and feel that starting to percolate through our body, through all our cells. That feels yummy to me. That feels good. It means I can separate myself, but I can still have that love and compassion for others. And let's let all those things, all that stuff that we have stirring and mixing in our heart chakra, because the front of our chakras represents the future. So let's allow that compassion, the bliss, the joy, the discernment, the detachment to flow into our futures so that we're walking into it now and into our future, and feel that. All right, let's see where they want to take us next. And when I say they, it's my team. And your teams are involved here too. Some of them are speaking louder than others. So we're going to go to do some physical body stuff here. We really want to work with like any kind of body pain and release that body pain. So we want to go and we want to detach. We're going to bring in any, we're actually going to release any generative forces that are holding pain in your body now. So we can release these degenerative forces or generative forces that are actually feeding the pain. And let's release that to allow your body to release the pain that it's holding on to. And we also want to call in any forces, any energies that would be of assistance here that could balance our body so that we don't feel the pain or we don't have the pain, because we don't want to completely ignore it. We also would like maybe some information or knowledge of what that pain represents. Some of us, it might be in the root chakra. Some of us might be in the legs. So let's open ourselves up to receive knowledge as to what this pain represents. Whether it's a childhood issue, it's a fear. And just acknowledge that and just hear that within you. And let's just listen to what that has to say for us and ask for knowledge based on this incident or this fear that's showing up in our physical body as pain. And let's call in our healing teams to be able to communicate that with us. So if it's something we need to know, if it's something we need to learn about ourselves, that information will be given to us. If it's something that can be divinely healed and our belief system allows it. So that takes us into the belief system. So let's really go that sacred space in your heart. And we want to release or diminish any beliefs that you are not worthy of divine healing. Release or diminish any belief that divine healing is impossible. Release or diminish the belief that I cannot heal myself. Release that. Let that go. And just feel that now. And let's, through the back of all our chakras, let's bring in confidence, especially in the back of our third eye, which is a soft spot, like right in the back of your neck. We're going to bring in confidence so that when you get messages, that you have confidence in what they are. So we're going to bring in trust with that into that inner wheel. And let's allow to stir and mix that up. And just feel that. And let's give ourselves permission to have confidence in the messages that are coming through. And they're going to do right now, your healing team, the benevolent beings are going to come in through that back of that third eye, and they're going to be working with your pineal gland. And what they want to do here is they want to do a decalcification process. So you just want to allow it. It's going to feel like almost like a scrubbing, but it's very gentle. It's very easy. And allow yourself to feel that. And some of you want to see more or hear more. Ask yourselves exactly what you want to see, what you want to hear more of. Be specific. Don't say, I just want to hear or see everything, because you don't want to open those gates up, because you don't want to see all this stuff that could be scary. So work with something simple. It's like you just want to hear messages from your higher self. From your teams, clear. Is there a particular light being you work with? Let's allow that. And speaking of higher selves, wow, they just told me what they wanted me to do here and facilitate. So I want to scoop all of you up and just close your eyes. And I'm going to scoop you up, and we're just going to take you up to a bridge. And you each have your own individual bridge. And I want you to see, know, or feel, or use your imagination. Across from your bridge is your highest of higher self. And I want you to allow yourself to see that being. And now, feel connected. And that higher being of you, this is just you, is coming across the bridge. And you can now enter that bridge and walk across the bridge to meet that being in the middle of the bridge. And if you choose, because it is always a choice, you are now welcome to merge with that being, that higher self of you. So I want you to align your chakras. The being looks just like you. Maybe it's got more light, maybe it's bright, but it looks just like you. So you're aligning your chakras with them, your Merkaba, your outer light bodies, that beautiful apple flow that we set up, and you're going to merge. And so you're going to just walk into each other. And that all that information, that being is fully accessed to you. You're becoming, the braiding is starting to happen. It's like their being is starting to braid where it's undistinguishable. You can't even see the difference between the two of you now. And we have this quantum entanglement so that what one knows, the other knows. Feel that. And now you're becoming quantum coupled. And you're complete. That merge with your higher self is complete. So allow that. And let's awaken our codes, our DNA codes and keys, to really allow that communication to flow through us, and the belief system and the trust that we've just really amped up in that communication field with our higher self, because there's different levels of your higher self. And this was the highest self that you could connect with at this point. Whoops. Energy's starting to work on my mouth. All right. So let's bring you all back down in that bubble. And let's see where they want to go now that you've connected and merged with your higher self. There are these chakras above your head. You have your soul star, and above that, the ninth chakra is where the keys and codes, all the keys and codes to your healing reside. So what we want to do is I want you to really set the intention of whatever needs to be healed in your life right now. We're going to bring in this beautiful liquid gold Kundalini that's going to come through that ninth chakra, and it's going to come in through our bodies, and it's really slow moving. It's nothing like the red Kundalini, which comes up from the root. This actually comes down from source. And what it's going to do is it has the ability, because those keys and codes, it's going to awaken those keys and codes to heal yourself. So let's set the intention, whatever you want to focus on, to heal today. I want you to see, know, or feel this golden Kundalini coming down. Use your imagination that it's coming through that ninth chakra. It's taking all the healing codes and keys that you need, and it's beginning to enter the crown, and it's slow moving. And as it comes through, it's dissolving anything that you don't need, that you're letting go of now, allowing it to dissolve very gently, very easily. Might spend some extra time there in the brain. It's just like flowing, and it's going to be really slow moving. So just be aware of it. And as it also comes in, not only is it dissolving anything that you don't need, it's bringing and awakening the keys and codes that you do need. So whatever your intention was to heal, that's what it's working on. But you can use this process for anything. You can work with this energy of the Golden Kundalini for anything that you want to heal. So you can always come back to this and look at something else. But for this exercise, we're just being specific. And it could be a more of awareness. It might not just be a physical thing that you want to heal in your body. It could be an awareness of something else. For me, it's starting to come in through my nose. My nose is feeling a little like it's going to come out my nose. It's like this honey nectar. So as it comes down the back of your throat, you're going to begin to feel it drip. At least I do. Many of you will. It's going to drip nice and easily down the back of your throat. Slowly. For some of you, it's moving quicker than others, and that's okay. Some of you, it's moving slower than others. So this is still going to continue to run. They have me doing some other things while we're doing this. I'm going to come back and check on you to see where it's at. See where they're taking me. They wanted me to come down to your root chakra. There's so much change coming right now. And a lot of us don't know exactly where we're supposed to go next. It's just sometimes it's just even to be in our own bodies and stay anchored in our own bodies is enough. But your root chakra, what that does is that's where your foundation is. And if we're making all these changes and we're not really sure where we're going with it, what we're doing, so the foundation is kind of shaky. And we don't want to say make the change all at one time, because then sometimes our foundation disintegrates and then we kind of crash. I know for me, when I thought, I had a lot of ego, it's like, I'm going to do all this now, It's like I'd end up flat on my back until I realized that, it's got to be in layers. You want to take your time with it. You want to love yourself and be compassionate with yourself. So allow that. And we're going to fortify that foundation, that root chakra. We're going to come in through that backside again. And what we want to do is we want to bring in clarity of really what we want in our foundation, of really what we want to feel. We want to feel security. So let's bring in security. We also want to bring in flow. For me, and I don't know about you, but I want to bring in freedom. I want my foundation to have freedom. And just feel that freedom saturating your foundation, your root chakra, through that inner wheel, flowing out to your experiences. And let's allow that freedom, that divine freedom, to just flow through all the cells in our body. And as I said, the past is in the back, the future's in the front. So let's bring these things that we just brought into our foundation: the freedom, the ease, the flow, the security, the safety. Let's bring in safety and let it flow out to the front of us. And let's bring in knowledge as well, because it's like maybe we're just not sure where we're going with this. So let's bring in knowledge. All right, that Golden Kundalini is still running down. For me, it's just hit my heart space. It really runs slow. So if you feel anything that's, for me, I'm feeling like there's some blocks in some of your hearts, because it's, for me, it's like I'm feeling a little bit of tightness here. So let's just release. Let's release any vows, contracts, hexes, curses, promises, anything of similar origin that is keeping us from allowing to heal ourselves. Let's release all that now, seen or unseen, through all lifetimes, all parallel universes, past lives, parallel. Let's release those vows and contracts that are keeping us from allowing ourselves to believe, or allowing ourselves to heal ourselves, or receive. Let's let all that go now. There, now that Golden Kundalini is flowing a little bit better, and feel that as it comes into that abdomen area. It's going through all your organs. So it's going not only through your chakras, but it's going through all your physical, your circulatory system, your lymph nodes, your digestive system, through your lungs, so your respiratory system. So this beautiful Golden Kundalini, which has taken all those keys and codes from the ninth chakra, is coming through, dissolving what you're ready to let go of, and bringing in and awakening those keys and codes within you to heal or bring in whatever you're looking for this session. Okay, right now it's that Golden Kundalini has hit my pelvic girdle, so it's going into the reproduction organs now. And know that these keys and codes are from the divine. So this is from your divine DNA that these keys and codes are being reactivated in. And feel that. And know that you deserve, and these are your birthrights to receive and accept this awakening of these codings. And claim that now. It's going down into the legs now. Some of you, it's already at the feet. But most of you, it's just like right below the hips and in through the thighs, and is going down to the knees. And now it's starting to come out of your feet. I mean, it's a flow. It's like not one little drip. So it's still flowing. It's just at the beginning of it, the first part of it. Yeah, there it is. It's starting to come out your feet. And what it's going to do is it's going to go down to your 10th chakra, which is the chakra below your feet. And this is where the elements of the earth, where you can connect with those elementals, with the minerals, with the plant life, the healing of the plants, And we're going to ask this Golden Kundalini to bring in any elements of the earth that would be beneficial for you to receive now. And that's going to come in and it's going to come back up around and go into your apple flow and circulate through you. For me, sometimes when I feel that coming in from the earth, it's almost like a beautiful hug with all these elements of the earth that are coming in. And let that circulate through your body. And this process, you can have it go on for as long as you want. You can come back and listen to this again. But I want to bring all your bodies into alignment. So your physical, your etheric, the emotional, the mental, all your spiritual bodies. And I look at us like we're a computer. So we've put all this stuff in our recycle bin. So we want to empty the trash. And we're going to run your defrag program now. And that's just going to clear any residual programs. And then we're going to reboot. And that's just what we're going to do is reboot the 7 layers of each chakra. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, and 56, your soul star. And now we're going to recalibrate your DNA. And when you're ready, I just want you to start wiggling your fingers, your toes, maybe open your eyes, come back into this moment of now. And if anybody wants to share or has questions, I'll be happy to take a look at that and do my best to answer you. I just want you to know this is going to be a monthly event. I was guided to go live. It's like when Spirit said go live, I was like, seriously? But I'm really glad that I did this. I'm really grateful for everybody that showed up here today. Oh, thank you, Dina. I'm so glad you stayed through it. And yeah. Hi, James. So is anybody having any comments of what they've experienced? Oh, Tina, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And this will be available on the YouTube channel for you to listen again. Oh, Pam. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you. I am so grateful for all of you and everything that has come through. And just a reminder, if you are watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe. And then that way you'll get the notifications of when the next one is. It's going to be the 12th of each month at 3:00 p.m. Eastern time. And so it's going to be on a different, like it could be on a Tuesday or a weekend. And I'll be sending invites out the week before. And if you have any questions about like a personal session or the group program that's coming up, please reach out to me. I would love to hear that. All right. So I'm just so grateful for everybody that showed up here. I love you all. I am just so, so happy. And I just have such gratitude for everybody that showed up here today. So much love. And I'm just going to leave these. I'm going to just take in these love comments. This is great. Wow. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh. Again, thank you everybody for showing up. I'm really glad that we got to do this together. And tune in next month. And I'm planning on doing a couple things coming up on my channel that necessarily won't be live, but there'll be new processes. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I love you all.